Top 10 World Cup moments that made football fans cry. The FIFA World Cup is more than just football. It is a stage where dreams are fulfilled, hearts are broken, and entire nations experience unforgettable emotions. Over the years, the tournament has produced moments so powerful that they brought millions of fans to tears. Here are the top 10 moments that made football fans cry. At number 10, we have Brazil's humiliation against Germany 2014. The 2014 World Cup was supposed to be Brazil's crowning moment. Playing on home soil, Brazilians dreamed of lifting a trophy in front of their own fans. Instead, they witnessed one of football's greatest disasters. Germany scored 5 goals in the opening 29 minutes and eventually won 7-1. Fans inside the stadium were seen crying, praying and covering their faces in disbelief. For many Brazilians, it was the most painful night in the nation's football history. And at number 9, we have Roberto Baggio's missed penalty 1994. Roberto Baggio had carried Italy to the 1994 World Cup final almost single-handedly. But in the decisive penalty shootout against Brazil, Baggio blasted his penalty over the crossbar. As he stood motionless with his head bowed, football fans around the world felt his pain. One kick turned a national hero into a symbol of heartbreak. At number 8, Ghana's dream ends against Uruguay 2010. Ghana's national football team came within seconds of becoming the first African team to reach a World Cup semi-final. Then came the dramatic handball by Luis Suarez. Ghana received a penalty in the final seconds of extra time. The entire continent held its breath. The penalty hit the crossbar. Ghana later lost the shootout, leaving millions of African fans in tears. At number 7, we have David Beckham's red card 1998. David Beckham entered the 1998 World Cup as one of England's brightest stars. During England's clash with Argentina, Beckham was sent off after a moment of frustration. England eventually lost on penalties. Many English fans cried as another World Cup dream ended in heartbreak. At number 6, we have Diego Maradona's emotional exit 1994. Diego Maradona was one of football's greatest icons. At the 1994 World Cup, he was expelled from the tournament after failing a drug test. The image of Maradona leaving the pitch for the final time remains one of football's saddest moments. Many fans felt they were watching a tragic end of a football genius. At number 5, we have Zinedine Zidane's final match 2006. Zinedine Zidane was playing the final match of his legendary career. Then, in one of football's most shocking moments, he headbutted Italy's Marco Materazzi and received the red card. France lost the final on penalties as Zidane walked past the World Cup trophy without touching it. Millions of fans felt the pain of a fairy tale ending that never happened. At number 4, we have Germany breaks Messi's heart 2014. For years, Lionel Messi had dreamed of winning the World Cup. In 2014, he became agonizingly close. Argentina reached the final against Germany, but a late goal by Mario Götze shattered the dream. The image of Messi staring at the World Cup trophy after the match became one of football's most emotional photographs. At number 3, we have Neymar's injury 2014. Brazil's hope rested on Neymar. During the quarter-final against Colombia, a collision left Neymar with a fractured vertebra. His tournament was over. Fans across Brazil cried as their biggest star was carried off the field. Days later, Brazil suffered the infamous 7-1 defeat to Germany. At number 2, we have Diego Maradona cries during Argentina's triumph 1986. After carrying Argentina throughout the tournament, Maradona finally lifted the World Cup trophy. As tears streamed down his face, millions of Argentinians cried with him. It was not sadness but pure joy. The moment became one of football's most emotional celebrations. And at number 1, we have Lionel Messi finally wins the World Cup 2022. Nothing compares to the emotional scenes after Argentina defeated France in the 2022 World Cup final. For nearly 2 decades, Messi had endured criticism, heartbreak, and disappointment. Many believed he would retire without ever winning football's greatest prize. Then, after one of the greatest finals ever played, Argentina triumphed in a penalty shootout. Messi collapsed to the ground in tears. His teammates cried, fans cried, even rival supporters celebrated his achievement. When Messi lifted the trophy, it felt like the perfect ending to one of the greatest stories in sports history. In conclusion, the World Cup has delivered countless unforgettable moments, but these 10 stand above the rest because they touched the hearts of football fans around the globe.